I hope you truly enjoyed that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we please now call on His Excellency Tajamul Altaf, the High Commissioner of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to Tanzania, for his words. Kindly pay attention to him. And please put your hands together as I call him forward. Welcome, sir.
Mr. Muhammad Awais Pardesi, Your Excellency Salometi Sijanao, Tanzania's ambassador to Japan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my proud privilege and unique honor to be here tonight for the launch of sales and mortgage of Uhuru Heights. And it's also a great honor for me to be invited as the chief guest of this August ceremony. Let me start first of all by congratulating Mr. Muhammad Awais Pardesi and his illustrious father, Haji Abdul Samad Pardesi, to have this great opportunity to transform their long-time dream into a great reality where you, all, and I are present tonight. A very big hand to Awais Pardesi and his team for that big achievement. Well, for me in Tanzania, this is now about 2.5 years. And when first I came here in July 2010, I got a letter one fine morning from Haji Abdus Samad Pardesi, written in meticulous English, welcoming me to Tanzania, and then expressing his desire and hope to see me as per my convenience. Haji Abdus Samad was known to me even before my arrival in Dar es Salaam. But knowing his background, I immediately called him and said, Haji Sahib, I would love to come over to meet you. But just imagine his greatness that he said, no, you are a guest and it is my privilege to be with you. And then he was kind enough to have a long sitting of about 2.5 hours in my office, wherein I found him as a great human being. All those attributes which I will be touching upon subsequently, but let me start by saying that Haji Abdus Samad Pardesi, who started his business in Tanzania around 27 years back, came here as a trader, but then he steered his way, not only way, but way forward through sheer hard work, unwavering commitment, excellence in work, and unflinching dedication, which took him from a trader to a big manufacturer. These were his exceptional qualities which I just have mentioned that led him to lay foundation of Cosmos Group, and over a period of 3 decades, he very well graduated from a trader to the largest manufacturer of textile industry in Tanzania. So my all appreciations for Haji Abdus Samad, because he is not present amongst us today, but I feel honored that he was a great soul and he is a great soul. I found Haji Samad as a community leader, the one who was always aspiring, have always been aspiring to serve the vital interest of communities at large, not only Pakistanis or Asians, but Tanzanians equally. So for me, he was the one who is uniting the communities in Tanzania. A devout Muslim, a philanthropist, a successful businessman, and an energetic manufacturer, and an extremely refined human being I have ever come across. So this is the just beginning. Then I was also fortunate to come across Mr. Muhammad Awais Pardesi, the chairman of Cosmos Group, with whom I had much more frequent interaction during my 2.5-year stint in Dar es Salaam. And I found him as a young, dynamic, innovative, educated, and highly qualified entrepreneur. And he is the driving force. Indeed, he is the driving force behind transforming the Cosmos Group into multiple fields, including construction, farming, and trading, executed through Messrs Cosmos Properties Limited and Messrs Cosmos Farms Limited. For me, Mr. Awais Pardesi is in fact personification and actualization of mission, vision, and dream as well as thoughts of Haji Abdul Samad Pardesi. He is the one who, under very able guidance and sagacity of Haji Abdul Samad, had made vision of Uhuru Heights a reality. The idea of constructing this tallest commercial cum residence building tower was conceived in the year 2008. Within short span of 4 years, Uhuru Heights is there as a reality in front of you, and it has, for me, emerged as an icon and glittering jewel against the backdrop of rapidly changing skyline of Dar es Salaam. For me, the construction of Uhuru Heights is the culmination of vision and dream. On the one hand, to improve the infrastructure in Dar es Salaam, especially when we are facing huge traffic jams, and on the other, also to diversify lifestyle in Dar es Salaam. In a way, Uhuru Heights is also a landmark which will bring the people of Pakistan, Tanzania, and many other nationalities closer to one another. Today, I feel immensely proud and delighted to be invited here as the chief guest. And I take this opportunity to congratulate Haji Abdul Samad Pardesi, Muhammad Awais Pardesi, and their families, that they have in fact raised our heads. When I say our heads, heads of all Pakistanis, in pride, with a greater sense of dignity and sublime pleasure. Being the High Commissioner of Pakistan, I also feel overjoyed that Uhuru Heights has consolidated and cemented Pakistan-Tanzania relationship. And let me qualify my statement by saying that I was informed that around 1,000 Tanzanians were engaged and still are engaged in the culmination of Uhuru Heights. So in a way, Muhammad Awais Pardesi has opened that door wherein this magnificent tower has vindicated participation of both Tanzanians and Pakistanis in socio-economic development of this great country. I also understand that it has promoted friendship, cooperation, and partnership. Before concluding, let me say very briefly that I was out of Dar es Salaam participating in a capacity building training in Pakistan, which is going to be completed exactly after 13 days. But the way I was invited by Muhammad Awais Pardesi to officiate this inauguration, I could not resist but making up my mind that the way his father and he himself have interacted with me during my stint of duty in Tanzania, I simply cannot say no, and I'm so gratified that this very event has given me a lot of energy, and I am sanguine that all prominent Pakistanis will be putting in their relentless effort to continue such big endeavors to bring Pakistan, Tanzania together, and it will always raise my head in honor and dignity. Let me conclude by saying that I am overjoyed, delighted, and too much pleased to be invited here tonight. And last but not least, I am not a businessman, I am a diplomat. Let me put it across diplomatically. Your money lying in the banks is dead money, and it is going to lose its worth tomorrow because of so many reasons: international recession, global slowdown in economies, inflation, and blah, blah, blah. But your money, if it is converted into capital, that you come forward and invest here, tomorrow you are going to earn a lot many dividends. So please make your dead money alive and convert your dead money into capital, so that tomorrow when you remember my words that Uhuru Heights was the place where your well-generated money was giving you benefit and dividends, I'm sure you will remember me. Once again, thank you, Avais Pardesi, for affording me this opportunity to be here amongst all your honored guests tonight. Thank you.
We're also equally honored, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for your tribute to the father, and also the encouraging words to the son, and to all of us here. Exim Bank is in the country for over a quarter century now. It's my great pleasure for brief remarks from Mr. Anthony Grant, the Managing Director of Exim Bank, before we call the proud son himself to speak to us. Please applaud Mr. Anthony Grant.
Good evening to everyone, to your excellencies at the high table, to the group head, Cosmos, to the other dignitaries, to my fellow bank MDs at the high table, ladies and gentlemen, and all honored guests, all protocols observed. This particular evening is a very wonderful occasion. I cannot help but share with you admiration. Dar es Salaam is known to be one of the most rapidly growing cities on the continent. Dar es Salaam also is becoming more and more economically a very viable city. Many businesses are choosing, looking at other opportunities in Nairobi and elsewhere, finding great attraction in Dar es Salaam. This building, as an icon, is symbolic of the new Dar es Salaam. Its multi-use character, retail, residence, parking, a shopping mall, commercial facilities, office space, I think will very much represent the sort of image of the new Dar es Salaam. Exim Bank, as has been noted, is the first Tanzanian bank that has spread its wings and gone overseas. We are presently working hand in hand with the Tourist authority of one of the countries where we exist, and they intend to come to Dar es Salaam and come to Tanzania to see what we are doing correctly here. They are looking at the tourist industry, Serengeti, Zanzibar, but they also want to see, as far as an urban setting, what we are doing here. I personally intend to bring those visiting officials, ministers from other countries, to this very building to see an example, an iconic example of where and what Dar es Salaam is and where we're headed. As far as the purpose we are here for today, the opening of the mortgage and sales campaign, Exim Bank and my colleague bank here will be very aggressive in supporting that campaign.